And the Earth is?
Flat.
Flat.
The Earth is flat.
My reality, my senses tell me that the Earth is flat and stationary.
Our system needs to train you not only what to know, but how to think about information and knowledge and evidence.
Imagine an unending plain surrounded by frozen walls, with the sun and stars housed in a gigantic dome above us. In other words, what if the Earth were flat instead of a spinning globe speeding through space? Doesn't that seem like something from a science fiction book? This isn't fiction, however, for an increasing number of people. It's true. This idea is so divisive that it calls into question not only science, but also how we view the world. Think about why some individuals hold this belief so strongly before you roll your eyes and write it off as foolishness. Is there a larger tale, or are they just delusions? Together, let's explore this rabbit hole and discover the strange, intriguing, and sometimes unnerving concepts underlying the flat Earth theory. The ancient belief, a flat world. Prior to Copernicus, Galileo, and Newton's revolutionary discoveries, ancient societies generally held the view that the Earth was flat. From the Norse to the Babylonians and Egyptians, this idea influenced early societies' worldviews. These cultures frequently thought of the Earth as a flat disk that was held up by cosmic forces or supernatural creatures. This idea was mirrored in ancient writings and tales. According to some Bible interpretations, the four corners of the earth are mentioned. This idea served as the basis for interpreting the globe and impacted the development of early cosmologies and maps. The flat Earth theory persisted for millennia, intricately entwined with cultural customs, religion, and mythology. It was a worldview that determined humanity's position in the universe, not just a scientific viewpoint, but as scientific research and human curiosity grew, so did our understanding of the cosmos. When Nicholas Copernicus put out the groundbreaking heliocentric model in the 16th century, placing the Sun, not Earth, at the center of the solar system, the change got underway. A flood of scientific discoveries was brought about by this theory, which directly contested the notion of a flat Earth. Humanity's perception of the Earth's position in the universe was permanently changed when Galileo Galilei's telescope produced verifiable proof of a spherical Earth. Although the flat Earth theory appeared to be definitively disproved by the scientific revolution, traces of this antiquated notion persist to this day. Some contemporary organizations still support a flat Earth in spite of overwhelming evidence, demonstrating the persistence of outdated notions and the intricate relationship between belief and data. The transition from a flat to a spherical universe demonstrates both the scientific advancements of humans and the enduring power of cultural tales. The flat Earth resurgence. In the 21st century, the flat Earth theory, once a holdover from antiquated cosmology, has remarkably resurfaced in popular culture. It now flourishes on social media platforms, boosted by YouTube films, contentious Twitter discussions, and even celebrity endorsements, rather than being restricted to the periphery of obscure forums. Prominent individuals like NBA player Kyrie Irving and musician B.O.B. have openly questioned the globe model, generating intrigue and a flurry of debate. But why is this occurring at this time? What drives individuals to disregard centuries of scientific data in a time of satellite imaging, space exploration, and instantaneous worldwide communication? This comeback is the result of several reasons. A major factor is mistrust of institutions and authority. Many proponents of the flat Earth believe that the scientific community is involved in a bigger plot to obfuscate the truth. This skepticism is frequently stoked by a larger increase in false information and deception as people look for alternative stories that contradict accepted wisdom. Algorithms favor interesting, frequently dramatic content, which makes it possible for outlandish concepts to be seen by large audiences. Posts and videos that challenge the spherical Earth model become widely shared not because they are accurate, but rather because of their capacity to divide and incite strong feelings. Furthermore, in a complicated world, the flat Earth movement speaks to a deeper psychological demand for control and certainty. The difficulties of battling false information in the digital age are highlighted by this contemporary resuscitation of an antiquated concept. It draws attention to the persistent conflict between scientific data and people's propensity to distrust, question, and look for other explanations, even when the Earth itself provides evidence. The evidence flat earthers use. Let's examine the purported evidence that proponents of the flat Earth theory fervently defend. Their initial assertion: the Earth's curvature is a fabrication. They say that the horizon always seems completely level from high elevations. For them, this is unmistakable evidence that the Earth is a flat, expansive plane rather than a sphere. The notorious water argument will be discussed next. Flat earthers contend that water would curve around the surface of the Earth if it were a true globe. For them, millennia of scientific knowledge are refuted by this straightforward observation. Then we get into the world of conspiracy, which is the ultimate playground for flat earthers. In their view, NASA is a massive propaganda factory rather than a trailblazing space agency. They claim that satellite photographs are merely computer-generated imagery, that the moon landings were complex hoaxes, and that space itself may be an elaborate illusion. The Antarctic conspiracy, however, is maybe the most theatrical of them. Flat earthers contend that Antarctica is a massive glacial wall that encloses the entire planet rather than a continent that is tucked away at the South Pole. According to this hypothesis, nothing or anybody can fall off the edge because of this enormous barrier. They even go so far as to claim that elites and governments around the world protect this wall in order to conceal the truth from the general public. In addition, flat earthers deny gravity as a myth and contest fundamental physics. They offer other theories, such as the Earth speeding up to keep humanity in check. Together with a strong distrust of authority and science, these assertions construct a compelling story that captivates their supporters. These concepts, however, are fundamental to flat earthers. Despite these flaws, their arguments support an internet movement that defies both reason and facts, refusing to go away. Questioning science. This is when things start to get difficult and interesting. In order to find evidence-based truths, science depends on challenging presumptions, asking probing questions, and thoroughly testing theories. Humanity has solved the universe's secrets in this way. However, proponents of the flat Earth contend that science has turned into a dogmatic field that rejects their ideas without conducting a thorough investigation. They have deftly turned the story around, presenting themselves as the real truth-seekers who daringly challenge what others naively believe. They take a disarmingly straightforward approach. At first look, their inquiries appear to be logical and thought-provoking. Why don't we feel the Earth's rotation if it is more than 1,000 miles per hour? Why don't airplanes continually adapt to the movement of the Earth if the Earth is rotating? And why is it impossible to view the Earth's curvature from an airplane window? The solutions that science has long offered are what flat earthers frequently overlook, or purposefully fail to consider. Because of inertia, which causes everything on Earth and the atmosphere to move at the same speed, humans are unable to sense Earth's rotation. Since airplanes are a part of the same moving system, they do not need to adapt for rotation. What about curvature? It is too faint to be seen with the human eye at normal cruising altitudes, but it is easily noticeable in photos taken from space or higher altitudes. However, proponents of the flat Earth reject these theories as being a part of a larger plot. They contend that academics, scientists, and even pilots conspire to conceal the truth. These seeds of doubt develop swiftly in a society where false information spreads like wildfire, undermining the legitimacy of real science. This dynamic draws attention to a more significant problem: the declining confidence in knowledge. The fight for truth is more important than ever because it's not just about flat Earth. It's about a societal shift that calls into question the basis of knowing itself, the psychological appeal. The flat Earth theory is about belonging, not just disbelieving conventional science. This movement gives its followers a sense of belonging, identity, and purpose, in addition to an alternate perspective on the universe. Flat Earthers frequently characterize their community as a haven for free thinkers, where challenging the current quo is welcomed rather than derided. They are not outsiders in this sanctuary. Rather, they are pioneers opposing a system that they perceive to be repressive, deceptive, and dominating. Conspiracy theories like Flat Earth flourish because they provide straightforward, captivating narratives in a world beset by institutional failures and overflowing with knowledge. Who wouldn't be intrigued by a tale in which a few courageous individuals fight against the dark elite's plot to censor the truth and reveal the true nature of reality? It's the quintessential underdog story, and those who identify with it feel courageous and empowered. Debunking the myths. Let's address the myths that flat earthers cherish. Let's start with the horizon. The Earth's gradual curvature is the main reason why it is invisible to the unaided eye. However, the curvature becomes indisputable at higher elevations, as was the case with Felix Baumgartner's famous space jump, not to mention the visual proof. This assertion is refuted by images taken by other space agencies, not only NASA, which constantly depict a spherical Earth. The Antarctic ice wall conspiracy is another. Flat earthers maintain that Antarctica is a huge ice barrier that encloses the Earth rather than a continent. The data, which includes numerous scientific missions, satellite photography, and international conventions, disproves this allegation. The true nature of Antarctica is well known and has been extensively researched and documented. Last but not least, a common argument against a spinning globe is the dizzying speed of Earth's rotation. However, its consistency is the reason we don't sense the spin. The same is true of a gently flying airplane, where movement is rarely visible unless there are abrupt changes in direction or speed. These myths endure because they sow doubt and take advantage of knowledge gaps rather than because they have scientific worth. However, science continues to refute these assertions with logic and data, demonstrating that the Earth's roundness is a known fact rather than a topic of discussion. The bigger picture. The true query, though, is, why is this important? Why not allow some individuals to think that the Earth is flat? The repercussions hold the solution. There is more to the flat Earth theory than a harmless eccentricity. It erodes confidence in science, spreads false information, and diverts attention from pressing problems like space exploration and climate change. Furthermore, it is a sign of a more serious issue, the decline of critical thinking. The flat Earth theory serves as a reminder of the value of education, skepticism, and intellectual curiosity in a society where fake news spreads more quickly than the truth. Conclusion. Is the Earth flat then? No, according to the overwhelming evidence. However, this theory's comeback tells us something important about human nature. We are drawn to mystery, we challenge authority, and we yearn to join. The difficulty is in directing these tendencies into positive, truth-seeking avenues. Although science isn't flawless, it's the most effective means of discovering the truth. But what do you have to say about the flat Earth theory, and how would you convince this growing community otherwise? Don't forget to get in the comments and let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.